Hey, hi, and hello, YouTube. It's Fuego, and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Hardcore Island Survival. Starting off today, we're going to be doing the pathing that I had just hinted at a little bit of in the last episode. I've kind of thought out the the way that I want this to connect through. After that, I think I'm going to be going down into the mines, maybe digging down into the deep slate layer and looking for some diamonds because I think it's about time that we start upgrading our equipment into a bit higher of tiers. I want to get an enchant setup at least started. I'm not going to have all the bookshelves, but if I can at least get a diamond pick and maybe enchant on my armor a little bit, so we'll be a fair bit stronger. Might help out a little bit, and then having diamond tools and stuff will be nice for resource gathering and the like. But I think I've decided I want to have my path kind of wind around the house here, split off to go to like the little farm sections over here. And then I want to go down through these trees. Originally, I thought maybe having it cut over through the beach here, but I really like the padding of this. And let's get some slabs there, and yeah, we'll round that off a little bit more there. Yeah, I think that's gonna feel kind of natural. And then we're gonna place down, I think I'm gonna make some lanterns and fence posts, and it's gonna be a very just simple path connecting our areas up. Also, I want to finish off this a little bit. It looks too wimpy. I need to fill out this platform more and maybe extend it out another, I think we'll extend it out like to this far or so. So I'll probably end up having to get some dirt and extend out that lower platform, but let's finish off what we're doing here first. Yeah, I think that's got an alright shape to it. Knock that off first. Connecting through to these guys. Usually I'll kind of just do like a preliminary, just whatever the shovel hits, it hits, and then I'll go in and like refine the shape a bit after. So I don't like it to be too like even. Like I don't want everything to be the exact same thickness and like jaggedness the whole way. That makes it feel, I don't know, not right. It makes it feel too like manufactured, if that makes sense. Yeah, kind of like what's going on here. Yeah, kind of like that. Okay, let's get some fences down. We'll have lanterns on each of these. Let's see. So this should look a little nicer, help keep mobs from spawning in this area, and just makes this area feel more connected and like actually part of the same. Like be a little more patient to break my lantern. There we go. I also think I'm going to dangle a couple lanterns there. Let's make a barrel. So I'm the only one here, but I always like having barrels as like a mailbox on my house. I don't know why. It's just always something I do. Well, normally I'd put it right here, but like how close this is going to be then. Makes that corner feel a little cramped. Yeah, that looks nice. And then where do I want it to connect up here? I think we'll do... Yeah, we'll cut it up through this corner over here. I am misplacing blocks like crazy this afternoon. Do I have a backup shovel? I don't want... Well, if I'm going to be trying to get diamonds, I guess it won't matter if my iron shovel breaks here. I'm going to run out. I've got 5 blocks left. Okay, let's use them. I'll fix that later. I thought I had enough. I don't think I have a backup shovel anywhere, do I? No, just a hoe. Well, that's okay. I at least have something decent. Let's throw all this leaf litter in here, do a couple little chores, and then we'll feed these cows down here. I freed the llamas that were in here. I decided if I'm gonna keep them, if I like that they spit at the hostile mobs around here, then they can be free. There they are, just hanging out all on their lonesome. And we got the pigs down there. Okay, let's get some dirt, and I'm gonna terraform out that lower section on where. This is the problem when you just started getting your inventory organized. But I'm going to terraform out that section under the dock over here, and then I'll meet you guys back once I get that done. And I'll get some trees chopped down, and we'll hopefully have enough wood to continue on with this project. Especially once I start getting my lighting to not just be torch spam once I've got a build going. I love nighttime in this game just so much. It's there's something, I don't know, something magical once you've started to get it dialed in correctly. You know, when you get the contrast between areas that are just a little bit darker, and then there's so many fun lighting blocks. I know they're simple, but like the lanterns, and it makes me, having played this game for as long as I have, seeing the new options and everything that they add over the years, I don't know, I always feel just blessed at the fact that this game still is updating. Something that I paid like 20 or 30 bucks for when I was a kid. I still get continual enjoyment out of, 16 years down the road. I don't think there's many things that I could say similar sentiment about that. Let's see. But yeah, so it's just, I don't know. I love nighttime in this game, and I love this game in general. Gonna just gush for a second here. I forgot. I need some of these. I'm also we're gonna put a lantern here. So I need, let's see, 1 more birch slab and 2 birch logs to finish this off. And then we'll have a nice little spot for fishing whenever it rains or whenever I'm bored. Let's see, what is this one? Haha. Alright, yeah, that little fishing dock looks a lot better now. I terraformed out with the dirt a fair bit, and I think it looks alright. Definitely doesn't look perfect, but it looks fine enough that when you are up on the shore here, it looks feasible that that's how it could work. Let's see. Nope. Okay, I was hoping he'd drop me his fishing pole. Just a fish swimming over there. I'm gonna nap real quick, and I guess I'm gonna go down into the mines and all. I'll get you guys down there, and we'll see if there's anything interesting. Alright, so we're down in the mines, and I think I'm just gonna continue digging a staircase down a little bit arbitrarily, but I don't want it to be too far from this for when we connect the rail to go straight down this way. And I'm gonna dig until we come across a cave or really anything else of note, I think. If I see any diamonds, I'll bring you guys back in, but this is just gonna be a standard mining adventure. I think everybody knows how this will go. So normally I wouldn't really make much fuss or no over finding some redstone, although it is very nice to get some. But I have gone a fair ways down, and that's not just the first redstone I've found. That's the first ore of any kind I've found at all. I've just gotten horrible mining luck, because I've gone all the way down from up there, turning twice. And we're getting pretty deep into the world. We're negative, what? 47. So we're almost at, like, the bottom of the world. So I'm going to mine for a little bit further down. But I might, once I get to, I think, what? It's like negative 56 or something like that is the optimal diamond layer. But I'll start, I guess, branching off into a strip mine once I get there. So onward I go. Alright, I got to negative 54 on the Y, and this is where I'm going to start the strip mine down in this area. I really hoped that I was going to find some sort of a deeper cave by the time I got this deep, because especially with just iron tools, it is rough going digging out deep slate. It just takes way too long, so I'm going to keep doing this. It's basically going to be the exact same layout of the strip mine that I had going up in the stone layer, and then I'll start some poke-off mines going to the side as well. So lots of exciting things going on in the meantime. Alright, like I said, this is pretty much the exact same as before. So we've got a couple chests here, a couple furnaces for anything that we might need to smelt. Although I will have to bring some coal down from up above into here, and we're just going to start going off into this direction until, well, until something good happens. I hear there's lava nearby, and I don't know if that's like there's a cave right next to us. Kind of sounds like it's immediately to the left here. Does sound like we're getting closer. That's kind of why I chose this direction, hoping that we can get something of interest. Oh, there it is. Nice. And awesome. Cool. A proper cave. That's exactly what I was hoping for. So I'm just going to run through here, and we're going to start lighting it up in awesome diamonds. Cool. This is exactly what we were hoping for. Maybe we'll get lucky and find like a mob spawner or something down here. A skeleton spawner specifically would be the most ideal. More diamonds there. What I'll probably end up doing is I'm going to try and get exactly enough diamonds that we can... Okay, no, there's a creeper over here. There he is. You gotta watch out for them when they just get out. Oh, well. Oh, thank you for the lapis. But I'll probably get just enough diamonds that we can get a diamond pickaxe and an enchant table. So we just need 3 more. And then if I happen to get lucky with getting fortune, even if we just get like fortune 1 or 2 on a low level enchant, then I'll come back and get whatever diamonds we missed. It's been a fairly peaceful cave actually in terms of hostile mobs. Well, we've got the 2 diamond veins so far. There's some gold. Oh my gosh. I need to be more careful. I always forget just how strong skeletons can be, but we really want that gold to get more powered rails. Nope, not dealing with you right now. Need my health to get up more. Did I bring? I did bring my shield. Cool. Awesome. Well, I'll just mine this right away while we're here. Because if we can get the powered rails set up to this deeper mine right off the bat, then we might forego our up above mine almost entirely. That one's still going to be very useful, especially for gathering coal, since for whatever reason, coal doesn't generate deep in the world. I never entirely understood that aspect of the terrain changes when they did the Caves and Cliffs update. I'll take some iron. I hear a lot of zombies. While I'd prefer a skeleton spawner, if I got a zombie spawner, that would be just as welcome to me. Haha! I had a feeling like there is a lot that were spawning. Okay. That will give us something to actually do. Maybe not this episode, but I think for the next episode, we'll make getting that spawner built into a proper farm a priority. And then we'll make a easy way to get there and back. But first, let's see what our loot is. Nothing good at all. We got some melon seeds. That's really the most interesting thing we got out of that. Well, I think this is pretty much the end of this cave. Any secret diamonds? No. I'll run back through, see if I missed any side shoots, but for the most part, I think this was all of it. Oh, I'm entirely out of torches. I'll keep this one so I can look around properly. I'll have to come back down with more torches. Okay, there's one diamond there. Ow. Let's get to a safer position before we fight him. We'll take these diamonds and we'll save the ones that are up closer to the surface. I was really hoping I'd get a music disc out of that dungeon chest. Okay, well there's one. We need 2 more. Okay, this cave actually goes on a lot further than I thought. I'm actually going to turn around before I get lost. I will take this redstone, but I will meet you guys back up at the top area and collect more of those diamonds. Alright, I've got my 3 diamonds. The one vein that was over there had 2 on it. I'm just going to open this up to see if there's any hiding down here. We're going to make a diamond pick real quick and get just a little bit of obsidian. Just going to get 4 in order to... Apparently I don't have a crafting table on me, but I'm just going to get 4 to make an enchanting table. And then I'll come back down after we have an enchanted diamond pick, and it doesn't take an hour to mine the obsidian to get enough to make us a nether portal. So next time we should have quite a bit of stuff to do now. I'm also going to just collect all this redstone while I'm looking at it. Alright, I'm gonna do this area right here, just because knowing my luck, I would end up just walking right out through that into lava and absolutely ending this run. So yeah, this is why I'm gonna wait until I've got an enchanted pick, because obsidian is just, it's brutal to mine when you're not enchanted yet. Ah, looks like we also have a bit of an extra cave tunnel going off that direction. Let's just mine up here real quick like and see if there's anything of note. At least in the immediate section. Nope. Okay, just another little lava lake. Well, let's get back up to the surface and we'll get us a little enchant setup going. Alright, I am back up. I got my inventory all sorted out, and let's get going on making a mini enchant setup. So for right now, I'm only going to be able to get, what, 2 bookshelves? Which is fine. I don't need to get max level enchants right off the bat. I think a lot of people, I don't know where I want to put paper. I guess in there. No, I can leave it up there. I think a lot of people, like, they feel trapped that they can only enchant once they have, like, the absolute max setup made already. But I don't know. I just want to have something. So what can we get? A little bit of efficiency. Yeah, that's fine. It's better than nothing. I can always disenchant this. And let's get some enchants on our armor. Depth Strider, that's gonna feel nice. Can I get like respiration? Oh, I already had that. What did I have? Oh, boots. Oh, feather falling 2, Depth Strider, and unbreaking. Wow. So it's not a huge difference, but that's definitely enough that it'll be noticeable. And we'll get our levels back, especially if we make that that monster spawner next time. And this isn't going to be the permanent location for the enchant setup. I have an idea for putting it in a cave themed build, so we're going to wait until I have both the blocks and then the amount of bookshelves I need to make that. I was smelting some stone up because I think, how do I make a blast furnace again? I think it must be with this kind of smooth stone. Because while I don't normally, for like my regular smelting, I'll swap out the ones that are down in the deep slate mine with blast furnaces, just because the only thing I'll smelt down there is going to be ores, and so might as well have them be the more efficient of the type of furnace for that. I guess while this smelts, I'm just gonna re-rack my crops, breed some animals, and then I'll see you guys back in a moment. Alright, I went ahead and made a grindstone because I'm going to re-enchant that diamond pick. I have a feeling we can get luckier than that. I'm breaking one. No, come on, one more. We just something better. I missed. Alright, here we go. Last one. Maybe not last one. Ooh, efficiency 2 if I go for the middle. Efficiency 2 and breaking 1. Yeah, that'll do us alright until we get some more diamonds. And then let's get some redstone. And we'll get some stone here. I'm going to need a lot more sticks than that. And we're going to get some minecarts placed down below. Let's see. I guess I need more sticks again. Sticks are one of those things that, like, I feel like I am constantly making more of them because they're used in so many different recipes. What do I need? Iron? What am I looking for? There we go. Rails. Yeah, that'll have to do. I just stopped rolling, and then I saw I saw a llama here, and well, we have another trader. Okay, we can sell him another bucket of water. We'll go make some more in a second. Vines, yeah, I'll buy some vines off of him because we can dupe those. Tropical fish, I'm not worried about. And we'll buy some mangrove. So get some glass bottles and another bucket, I guess. I really like that I'm able to buy stuff off of these guys now and earn emeralds. I think the way that wandering traders had been for the past couple years was definitely disappointing. Might be out of glass bottles. Let's make some more. And more emeralds there. I'm gonna buy as much of that mangrove wood as I can. Get some nice dark red. Plus, even if I had the propagules to make more mangrove, it's like the most annoying tree type to farm in the entire game. So buy that, buy both of those. Because I don't. Efficiency 3 is not bad, but I've got diamond now. Yeah, I only want the mangrove wood there. Don't need anything of the rest of this, and then, well, you already know what's gonna happen. My head feels kind of funny. I don't know what happened, but something with those wandering traders. I don't know. Feels weird, man. Feels weird. So put that there, and it's gonna just be the exact same. Every other as far down as I can get. So it's not gonna be enough to quite get us as far as we need to go, but it's a progress. Every time we'll get more gold, I'll continue placing more. Okay, let's get these tore out. I think, do I need iron and might need iron. Need 5 apiece. Ugh. Well, we'll place those back down. We'll get some iron while we go and explore the rest of this area. And I mined a little bit up there, and you can just tell the the extreme benefit in comparison of speed of upgrading our tools. That's the main reason I go for upgrades and stuff. You know, we'll take that. We didn't get lucky with the fortune, and I would like a shovel. Do I have? I do. That jukebox was calling my name there. But we had another little tunnel this way that we hadn't gone down yet. I think it just goes down to some lava. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's that there. That should be enough to keep mobs from spawning on us. And then I'll catch back up to that other tunnel next to the monster spawner. Well, this is the end of that last little tunnel that I had yet to explore, where that skeleton had been trying to kill me, and looks like this cave is pretty much done. So we got a handful of diamonds and some other loot here, but I don't think there's anything left to be had. There are a lot of tough pockets, so I'll be able to get plenty of that. It's one of my favorite building blocks, this material right here, which makes me happy. And then I think I'm just gonna steal all of this mossy cobble for right now. I know I can craft it myself, but I'd like to sprinkle some of this in with the foundation of our house. Just give it a little bit more of a pop of color from up there. Alright, we are back from our adventure in the mine. Didn't really get any bonus resources there, but we're gonna trade out some of that mossy cobble that I mentioned. Also, apparently that llama did want to be detained. He made his own way into the pigs. I'm guessing Yeah, he must have crossed over that way, but I guess if he wants to stay there, he is more than welcome to. So let's get just a little bit. Doesn't need to be like an excessive amount. And this just, I don't know, draws a little bit of color into the base of our house here. I don't really, aside from this stuff on the edges, I don't want to put mossy on the actual inside of the house, but let's do one more right here. And I think I like how that's looking. Nice little rainy day. I suppose I'll grab my fishing pole, but I think this is going to be where we set off for the end of today's episode. We made some decent progress getting into the start of diamond and enchanted gear. And, oh, what am I doing? I'm wandering off that way. I've got a nice new fishing dock for this, but next time we'll get us a zombie farm going, and we'll have at least a nice little way to get some XP and get some better enchantments down the road. But that's all I've got for today. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching. I appreciate it so much, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.